You are drawing zones based on hope instead of hard data. This is why you get stopped out by a single tick while the move goes on without you, leaving you to trade on pure luck. Watch carefully, because once you see the mechanical logic behind every reaction, the market stops being a mystery and starts being a map. This is how the companion tool completes that map by tracking hard data instead of hope. It identifies the fixed boundaries where price is mechanically forced to react, defining the exact locations so you stop getting stopped out by a single tick. If you want this mechanical standard running for tomorrow's session, the link for instant access is in the description. Secure your license now, but for everyone else, let's take this off the chart and break down the step 1 manual logic ourselves. So carrying on from this current area of price, let's map this out. We've got an area here for a break to the downside, and then we have this as a current high in the market. Now, it's important you understand the structure, but don't worry if you do struggle with this. Do watch every single part of this video to understand these locations and how price reacts to these areas, and then watch the next one and I'll show you step by step exactly how you can map out this structure. So this is our current swing move to the downside. Once you understand this, we know that price can only react from this previous high and this current low. We also have zones within these areas where price can react at, and I'll just mark out one right here. Price is currently reacting at this zone. Now, if you didn't understand this area of imbalance on the chart, you wouldn't understand why we see this reaction on this candle at this location. That's what this is all about, is to teach you why price reacts at specific locations on the chart. We're reacting here because we're inside this area of imbalance. But once we see it close through this imbalance, price is going to want to run for this high and potentially even shift structure. Let's just go forward with price. You can see what happens. And we instantly close through. Wick down to pick up some orders. Now we're looking for price to continue higher. So that's the first reaction, understanding the zones in the market of those areas of imbalance. So the next area we expect price to run is this high. Let's continue forward with price. And we run straight through it. Creates a new breakout structure. Now when we see that breakout, in fact, this low remains my current low, and this becomes my current high. And like I said, don't worry if this structure confuses you, this mechanical structure, do watch the video come to the end. It will help you to understand it. So when we see this pullback, we need to understand what is going on right now. Where can price react from on this pullback? And this is the main thing you need to understand, is every time ask yourself, where's price going to react from? We have a potential area here we could react from. Now it's closed straight through this, so there's no reaction. The next area I can see a reaction from is this low here. And I'll mark this out as a dashed line. And then after that, we could see a reaction from this low here, or even the main low. So we'll remove this zone. Let's see if we do get a reaction from here. We don't have to, of course, but as a trader, you're looking for a reason to look for a trade. Let's just fast forward this and see what happens. Now we closed through that level, potentially moving sideways. This could be causing the reaction we're looking for as price pushes through into this wick. Let's see if we're going to go higher from here or push lower. Again, we do have this low, but we don't react from there. We have an internal area on this price. This becomes what we class as an internal low. So we broke this low to downside here. This is the start of an internal structure. I'm not going to mark all these up because it's going more into understanding structure. We're not doing that. We're understanding locations and reactions on the chart. This is a current start of a low where we see the market pulling back. We push back to downside. This becomes a new high. We react off this previous low. And that's the thing. We can react off these swing structure highs and lows, and we can react off an internal structure. And the reason this is an internal low, as we see price pulling back, we come back, react off it, and now we're looking for price to break that current high. So if we can close through that high, that's going to show you a continuation. You can see that price is reacting at that high right now. That is why we're seeing these candles react. Let's see if we can get a push through. And we do. We get a push and a break to the upside. So our internal structure has basically now shown a pullback, reaction of the low, a reaction of the high, and then we break to the upside. So as soon as we see this break to the upside, the new low is basically going to be coming here on that move. We're looking for potential high. Let's just run this forward. We'll mark this across. There's our current low. Now, right at this point in time, we are looking bullish again. We're looking at the market is potentially shifting back to the upside. Let's see if we get that push up, and we do. Now, the reason we see that is based on this internal structure. So now we understand that we had those reactions at those areas. This is a previous low. We'll leave that there on the chart. And we're looking for a new low. Well, the new low, in fact, is going to be this previous low here, which is a previous internal low. That becomes a new swing low. And then we have a new high formed right here. So where can price now react? That's your first question. Once you see and identify your trading range, this is your swing move. What location on the chart can you now look for reaction? Before I start marking this up, if you're watching this right now, you see those locations, before I've marked them, put it in the comments and say exactly where those locations are. Because it's great to know that you are seeing this before I even share it on the chart. So when we do see this move to the upside, we have a few locations we can see reactions from. When we look at levels, we can look at this current swing high being a weak high and a low being a weak low. They are reaction points. So we have a weak high and a strong low, and we can see sweeps of those areas. We also have reactions potentially at this low. This is what we call an internal low. Within this move, it's internal liquidity. So we then have this low as well. So we have two lows we can potentially look for reactions from. On top of that, we can look for our zones. So let's look at this chart and see where is the actual zone we can identify. Well, there is a zone right here. So at this point on the chart, what we're actually identifying is there is a reaction right now at this area of imbalance. So price is reacting at the top of the zone. We have three levels on an imbalance. We have the top, the 50% and the low here. Price will react at every single level. And once we close through, it's going to remove that zone. Now, once we get through that zone, the next one is just down here below that area. And that would have to close through to run to that zone. So let's see what happens from this point. So price makes an inside candle. We are currently holding and reacting at the high of that zone. There is no reason right now to suggest price is going to continue lower. It's more likely to want to run for that weak high. Let's fast forward this. And price does. We react to the upside and we start to run higher. Let's see if we're going to break higher. One more time. We do drop down towards this low. A retest again. Now let's look if we can run for this high. Why is this happening again? Well, when we see this pullback phase, this is basically creating the low of our internal structure. Price is creating this low. We run for that internal low again. And let's see if we're going to break it or run higher. And we run higher for a new breaker structure. So that was quite clear what happened there. Price was reacting off, one, our area of imbalance, and two, our low of our actual internal structure. So that is the location on the chart we were watching, the location of this area of imbalance for the reaction. Now, hopefully this is quite clear exactly what's happening. Let me just add on the companion tool to show you how I use that to show me these reactions in real time and to show me all these levels to make it easier for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove these previous levels I've marked out, turn on my actual tool again, and you see it's going to plot those levels, previous lows, current breaks of structure, and the current high and low, and even plots those imbalances on. So I can see exactly what's happening. Now it's going to change this color when it's been tested. And this is basically being tested where we see the reaction at that level. So let's now follow price, understand the reaction points. It's just easier using the tool because I can show you exactly what's going on. If we now go step by step, let's find a valid high. So we're looking for what we call as a close down. Now see, once we see this move up, it actually starts to plot all the imbalances in that current range. So if you look at this chart right now, where's the reaction going to start? Well, the reaction is going to start at this imbalance because it's the closest location on price where we can see a reaction from. Price is going to come back into this imbalance, react, potentially want to go back up to the week high before we can run for the next imbalance. Let's go through this candle by candle so you can see exactly how it happens. Now there, straight away we change that color. That tells me it's a tested zone. We had a reaction off the high twice. Let's go again. Now we see that deeper push down. I believe that candle's actually just closed this low. That means this becomes a valid high and it'll become a solid line. So go forward one more candle, you'll see that change. So we're seeing a reaction of this current zone. I did say we could potentially see a reaction, a run for this high, a sweep before we can break this imbalance. That's often how I see price reacting at these areas. Let's go forward a few candles so we can see what happens. Now we're starting to plot the internal structure, and we went through the internal structure back here of price. This is going to actually draw that for me already. So I can identify I've got an internal low. So price is likely to either want to pull back to run for that low, but first we could run for that high. Let's just see, they are the main reaction points I'm watching right now because I know we've reacted from that imbalance, and there we go. We have a reaction of the week high. That now tells me that price is going to run for this internal low and potentially even close through this imbalance, because reacting of a week high this close to the high tells me that the market wants to do a retracement here. Now we don't know exactly where price will retrace to, but when you start reading these locations on the chart, reading that reaction, it helps you to study and read the flow of price. So we can identify the tools, show me everything in real time. It's just plotted on this previous year of imbalance because it sees prices pulling back. Where did I say we were going to run to? We were going to run to this low of internal structure, which we've just done. We swept through it. We could run higher again from that, or we could close through this imbalance. But we've also spiked through and tested the top of that imbalance. See how prices actually run all the way through. It was a bearish candle at that point, and most people would see that and jump on board and sell the market. We're looking for a reaction. There is a current reaction. Now we've pushed lower. We've closed through this low, making a new internal break of structure. We remove this imbalance. So the open of the next candle, we're going to see this turn into an IBOS. We're also going to see this imbalance being removed. Let's go forward one candle. And there we go. We got an IBOS. That imbalance has been removed. We no longer need to worry about it. And we've formed a new internal high. So the reaction points now for me, the locations we're going to look for, is this is our current location of this area of imbalance. If this holds, we can see price run up for that internal high, because that's the new location we can look for reaction from. Let's go forward by candles so you can see the exact process. Now, see how this candle's just closed through that imbalance? The reaction is gone. That means it's been removed. And we have a large space to run to the next area below. Let's go forward by candle. See, it's removed that imbalance. So if we can now see a run higher here after removing that imbalance we just saw, then if we get a sell from up here, we've got a lot of space to run to the next imbalance towards that 50% area and towards discount on this current pair. Let's just see what happens. We've now created a valid internal low. We swept these lows, failed to run into that imbalance, and now we're running towards, where did I say, that internal high. So now you're starting to understand where these locations are sitting. By reading this step by step, you're not just becoming a trader, you're becoming an engineer of reading price on the chart. So let's go forward, and this is how the mechanical logic is going to work. The logic of understanding these candles. There we go. Again, it works over and over. We've now swept that internal high. We've also swept that weak high of the swing structure once again. The thing is, you don't understand here, when we see this sweep, we remain bearish and we look for price to now run for this internal low, which we expect. We look at this on a lower time frame. This is where you start to look for your entries. I'm not doing this today. We're understanding locations, understanding the reaction on the single time frame, but you basically look down here on a lower time frame to capture your trade to run for this low. So now we're looking to see if price can basically continue to run for this low towards this imbalance and the 50%. Let's just go fast forward with this. So it does. So price runs down, we make a break of structure, the IBOS is formed, and we had a reaction now of where? The 50% level and the imbalance. Now that is something that I didn't introduce until now. The 50% level, which is where we see price of premium and discount, is a reaction point on the chart. It's another location that you need to understand where price can react from. So right now we're seeing another bounce, but price is still currently bearish with that internal structure. Let's go forward, see what happens from here. So we've started to move sideways. Price is having a reaction again of this internal low. So we're currently reacting from this location of this imbalance, but I'm not seeing price running higher towards this internal high. So I'm more likely to see a break lower. Let's see what happens. So price to continue, and we do. We've broken lower. So that's great. This is now starting to show me the continuation of the internal structure. We're still reacting from this imbalance. This previous imbalance has been closed through on this candle. At the same time, we saw the IBOS created. So that's been removed. This new imbalance is the next location on the chart where price is reacting from. And again, look at how the candles form once we get there. We form and we react off that 50% area of this imbalance. So where can price go now? Well, price is basically either going to run for this internal high or continue to run down for this internal low and see if we can close this imbalance. Let's go forward with 3 candles, and we've actually shifted to a bullish market. So this is now giving me the indication that price is shifting back bullish. We've seen the sweep of this low running into this 1 candle push down, removing this, taking the 50%. For me, this was a reversal coming in the market. Now I see this pause. And again, this is exactly what I'm trying to teach you here, is understanding the location on the chart where you see that reaction. What are we seeing at this IBOS? We're seeing a reaction. We get a spike through, a down candle. That tells you it reacted there for a reason. Then we see the breakthrough for an IBOS. So looking at this, I can now see basically this move down, continuation up. I can actually look for price to want to pull back to probably this area here on the chart for potential buy. This is now my internal demand. So I could look for price to pull back to this area of demand, stop at the low, and I look for a run, not just for the week high up here on the 4 hour, that's where I expect price want to run to, but also we look for an internal structure high. Let's go forward and see if this actually does happen. We could just run higher. We're looking for a close down. That's going to form an internal high now on the next candle. So I look for this high to be run first. That's going to give me just over a 3 hour trade. Let's go forward with candle, see it formed. So I'll be looking for a potential pullback towards this area of demand to then continue up to run for that high. Because we have the bullish bias, we've seen the reaction of this location on this imbalance. I have a reason to look to buy this market. This is my first target, to run this high, then to run for the 4 hour week high. Let's just shrink this chart out so we can see exactly what happens. Now you could look to even have this of the full candle. So this could be your zone. You could enter from here, but you are giving away some profit on the market by having that larger zone. If I pull this up, you'll see exactly what I mean. We've only got a 1.6 to that high 1.94. It's not a high risk to reward. So for me, I want to see it come back into this lower zone to take this trade. If it doesn't, then I'll let the trade go. That's how we want to look at this, is we want to increase that risk to reward. Let's just fast forward this now so you can see what happens. The market has pushed in and it hits both this previous high and this high here in the market. So you can see we pushed in once. That's what I was saying about using that lower zone. Then we went deeper to take this low, came quite close to the lows here. And what price was actually doing was just running this low here, I believe, just about. And on a lower time frame, you would look for an entry using your swing structure on lower time frame. Because I'm not going down to lower time frame right now, I'm just showing you how the reactions work on this single time frame. The reaction was to come back after the break. We expect to run for this previous internal high and a run for this high here. And that's exactly what we've got. And then we see a new continuation of the swing structure. So that is exactly how you want to understand your locations with your reactions on the market. But if you want to be able to fully remove the confusion, this companion tool I've just been going through will take that away for you by removing any confusion of exactly where those locations are, by adding your levels for break the structure, adding your zones as well for that location, as we've just seen here on this replay. Now, if you want that on your charts for your next session and to get your license, do check out the description. There's a link in the description that will take you over so you can grab your license today. But if you want to understand the logic behind mapping out this exact mechanical structure we went through here, do check out this next video and I'll take you through it step by step. It's going to really open your eyes on how we use mechanical structure.